Hey everyone, I hope that you're having a fantastic Wednesday. I just wanted to drop in really quick and let you know, in case you aren't aware, that on my podcast I started a mini series on the armor of God. This week's episode, we're looking at the fourth piece of the armor that the Apostle Paul wrote about in Ephesians chapter 6, the shield of faith. And when I look at the Roman soldier and as they were engaged in like a natural battle, they had their shields up and in position. They would never think about going into battle just kind of, holding it down at their side and just kind of, carrying it down that low. No. Like they needed to be engaged and they needed to hold it upright. And when I read what the Apostle Paul wrote in Ephesians chapter 6, it says, take up the shield of faith. And that tells me that there is something on our end that we are responsible for, that it requires us to have a preparedness and a readiness to take up the shield of faith. If we don't take up the shield of faith, it's like ineffective. It doesn't do us any good. We need to take up the shield of faith. And the thing that I was even just discovering in studying this even further, that on the front of those shields was like this knob type thing that was actually a part of the shield. And it allowed them, if they were in close contact with their enemy, to sort of push them back and to follow through with their attack on their enemy. Well, that is so powerful for you and I to think about this shield of faith that has been given to us as part of the armor of God, that we can push back the enemy, that we don't have to allow him to bully us around and back us into a corner, that we can take up our shield of faith and we can resist him in the faith. We can choose to be immovable and resolute in our faith and live from the place of victory that Jesus Christ has already provided for you and I as Christians, as followers of Christ. So I hope that you're enjoying this series. I love the feedback that I've been getting from so many of you. Just this past weekend, someone said, I cannot wait for every single Wednesday for a new episode to drop. And I tell you what, that is just like wind in my sails to keep going. So thank you so much for all of your feedback. I hope that you are gleaning a lot from this series and that you feel spurred on in your faith. So check out the links in the comment section and take up your shield of faith. Have a great rest of your day.